Good
Hey,
morning.
girl.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I pinged you.
uh,
Well, guess what?
what?
It's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday. Do
Can you?
you wake up
No,
on Tuesdays and question, is today Tuesday?
I do not.
Oh,
I do not. I do that on Mondays, but Tuesdays, I'm all excited to see you.
oh, yeah, yeah. I woke up this morning thinking it was Wednesday, and I was like, dang, I don't remember Tuesday.
How could you forget me?
I don't remember Tuesday because it never happened.
Yeah,
Like,
don't.
dang.
But anyways,
Yes,
this is Design Tips and Giggles, and we're talking about our summer prep kind of thing.
yes.
And I think it's already hitting Beth Ann. I really think it's already hitting her. What's going to come? She has two more days left of school.
Yeah. If you say that today's over, yeah.
Two
But
more.
it's not. I have awards today. I have awards tomorrow, and then a half day Thursday.
How are you getting through it without drinking?
Oh, bold of you to assume. Anyway,
I know you.
it has been really, really busy. So I started a time audit this week.
Ooh,
Uh,
how's that going?
yeah, with my
Yep.
week, and I started it with ChatGPT. So I was like, hey, I want to do a time audit this week. I'm just gonna tell you what I do, and then you can like tell me like like you could track it for me for the week. And yesterday I worked for I want to say it was like a total of like 3 hours, which seems like a lot if you're someone who like works outside of the home, but I do not. I work from home. I'm, like I don't really do anything outside of this business and my children. But yesterday was so busy and like it was just so crazy. And that's how it's going to be this week. And the reason why I work from home is so that I can have weeks like this week. I could do this. I can
Right.
I can take the afternoon off so I can yell, "That's my daughter!" at my kids because my kid got all A's this year, so I can celebrate her. But yeah, so it is a struggle because I've been working and really small chunks compared to what I'm used to. Um, and like when I know something is coming, like I struggle to work. Like if you have like something at 10 o'clock, then at 7 o'clock you're like, oh my gosh, I only have like 2 hours to get all this stuff
Right.
done, and you're in your head about it. So that was a little challenging for me. Um, and yeah, so I've been tracking my time, which anytime you're looking at what you're doing at all times, like you're working harder because you're like, I want to work hard for my time audit, you know?
I hear you because I'm doing the same time audit.
The same thing, yeah. So I'm working really hard. I'm working as much as I can, and I'm falling short to the expectation that I set for myself because I feel like at the end of the day, I don't want to work again.
Right.
I don't want to work again at the end of the day. So like I was exhausted from, soccer practice and all the stuff that we did and getting kids to take showers. So I didn't want to go back to work last night. So I just didn't. I just didn't. And it was okay because I'm considering it summer now.
Right. And
That's why I decided it's fine.
so it's like a different mind shift a little bit.
It is. It
Okay.
is. And
Okay.
you have to have that. You have
Yeah.
to change your mind about it because if you think like I have to get all of this stuff done and
Yeah.
I have to get it done today and your schedule is wonky and you don't get it done and then you feel like crap about it and you feel it in your like soul like oh my gosh I suck, you know it's not helpful. It's
It,
not
it
helpful.
isn't. It isn't. And also trying to balance kids and work is hard.
Yeah.
and trying to keep them busy all day long is hard,
Yeah. Yeah.
especially three. So I know, I know you keep them busy,
I do.
like you do. So kind of what in your head, what is it? What's a good balance? Like if you had the perfect day, not saying that it will ever happen, but what is the perfect day would be like um when your kids are at home and you're
When
trying
they're
to work?
when they're at home.
Yes.
Okay. So this summer, my plan has been um to wake up early like I do
Okay.
at like 5, like come into my office at 5 and then work until like 6. But if they're home and nobody has to go anywhere, then I'd work until like 7.
Okay.
This is my plan. Work for 2
Okay.
hours in the morning,
Right.
wake up my kids, get them ready at like 7 until like 8,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're going to go to a park
Okay.
and we're going to get all our outdoor time before
Yep.
it's 1,000 degrees because
Okay.
we live in the south.
Perfect.
Yeah. And then at like, I'm assuming 9, because I know my
Let's go
children.
10. Let's go 10.
I okay, yeah, 10. I know my children's insect tolerance. It's
Oh,
very
oh,
very low. And
oh,
in the south, the bugs are like the size of dogs, you know?
okay, maybe 9 then. That's fine. Yeah.
Maybe 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um we'll just bring a lot of
I'm
bugs
not
over.
coming to visit you. I don't like insects. Anyways, okay.
Come during the winter. They're all dead. Anyway, um so yeah, I was thinking we would go to the park or something in the morning and then come home and have some quiet time.
Right?
Now, um quiet time doesn't really exist with one of my children.
Right.
So, my plan for him, I bought some treasure box
Oh, okay. Okay.
things.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And I was like, listen, if you get all of your schoolwork done, because I also bought things to work with him for school.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, if you get all your schoolwork done, you can have treasure box on Friday, every Friday, every Friday. All you got to do is get all your stuff done. That's it.
Okay.
And uh,
I see
he's
bribery. Okay.
he's loving that. He's loving
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
All weekend, like so I got the treasure box and I was like, "Listen, bro, this is the treasure box." And he's like, "What's that?" And I was like, that's this one thing that's in the treasure box." And he's like, "I would like to earn that right now." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, no." Uh And so we talked about it. And we also have this thing called the wow board. So if somebody does
Okay.
something lovely, like clean their room
Uh-huh.
or the bathroom, they can earn a specific amount of wows. And so he did everything this weekend to earn his wow
Oh, I love that.
gift. And
Okay.
that was what he did for his wow. So we have a lot of bribery
Yeah.
implemented into our life to help Jackson. Um,
I I
yeah.
really do feel like it's okay. Like, a lot of
Yeah.
people will go, don't bribe your kids. Da, da, da. You know what? You have to do what works.
I am giving them something to work towards.
Yes.
I am
And
giving them a goal.
it's a reward.
It's a reward.
This your kids are at an age that they're very active. And
Yeah.
they're not at the point of, oh, just go do your own thing, because that would not work.
No.
And
Not for, not
so
not for me. Not for me.
no,
No. Mm-mm.
not yet.
Mm-mm.
And so I love that you have things that they can work towards
Mm-hmm.
and do, like you're going to have activities for them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Mm-hmm.
also, you have to take the time to plan all that too. So
Yeah. Yes, we do. So I have a thing on my phone, a notes app on my phone, and in that
mhm.
notes app, I have a list of playgrounds that I have decided are good enough for me. Because I'm not from here, so I don't really know them
Okay.
all. I can't just be like, "Oh, let's go to this park over on this side of town," because I don't I don't know where they all are. So I wrote them
Right.
all down in my little notes app, and I categorized them on like park that I understand and I know and I'm comfortable with, and then new park that I don't know anything about, and then park in places that I've never been and or are far away. So like it depends on my energy level and my
Okay.
comfort level.
Okay.
So like there's
I'm not,
some that like I know I know them really well. I know that I can bring my dog. I know that I can find parking. I know that like it's not hard to like get out when we're done because there's one it's like some like riverside park or something
okay.
like that that's
Mhm.
by some water, which is lovely. But also those anything with water is in my slightly uncomfortable because I have 3 children
Yeah.
and to get out of that park is challenging because it's like a 2 lane road, like two lane,
Okay.
like 1 lane on each side, and it's kind of blind on one side, and people go really fast. So I put that on my uncomfortable, and I added the notes that like parking is difficult and getting out is difficult. So if I'm feeling a little frazzled, then I would not go to that park.
Oh, I like that. You do that. That's
Yeah.
okay. I
I
didn't.
need to find a way to do that in my business. Like
Oh,
now that I'm saying it out all out loud, I'm like, I need to do that in my business. Like something that like doesn't take too much energy. Because I feel like there's time things like I can write this blog post in
yes.
X amount of time. But like also like do I have the energy
Yep.
to write a craft blog post today?
Yep.
Because they take a lot, there's a lot of images or like a TPT oh my gosh, those ones. I have to like take screenshots and I have to like size them and I have to make them, like there's so much to different types of blog posts. But then if it's like an opinion type piece, then it's
Right.
really simple for me. Or like listing a product for me is really simple. It doesn't take that much energy. I just have to decide I'm going to do it and then do it.
That's a
But
good idea. Like maybe have a, oh, you know what you can do?
tell me.
Kind of create like a little second brain or business dashboard, whatever you call yours,
Yeah.
and put a tab, high energy, low energy, medium, and these are the tasks that you can do when you have those.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
I, I know
During my
that's a good idea. What are you talking about?
I know. I know. I was doing my time audit.
Yeah,
Uh I started it last week
right. Yep.
and then I
Gotcha.
stopped. Uh
Yep.
but I was talking with Chatty about it and I was like I got this done, and I'm feeling really good and they're like that's great. And then it was like, okay, what are you going to do now? And I was like I have to do this thing and it's like, oh okay, cool. And then, like we just had that was the flow of our conversation. And then at like 11:30 I was like I am too exhausted, like my brain is too done to continue. And it was like, why do you think that? And I was like, oh, because I was troubleshooting. And anytime I have to troubleshoot, it drains me entirely. Like anytime that there's something wrong and I have to figure out what's wrong and I have to like try different things and like figure it out, it drains me completely. And so I talked it out with Chatty and I was like, okay, I will do any type of troubleshooting near the end of my day, like the end of my working time, because I know it's going to drain me and I'd rather use all of my good, happy energy for products and things that I have to do. And then after I finish those things I have to do, I can do the troubleshooting that will inevitably drain me.
There
So
you go.
it's good. I love that. I love that. Like I had this talk with Jen, like it's good to like not only track your time and energy, but also like see what causes
Yep.
sudden drops.
Yep.
And that
Well,
was that was the end for me. Was the the troubleshooting. I was like, done with my day.
you know, it's funny because yesterday, okay, so I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, well, my kids don't interrupt my day. They don't even live here. Da 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 da.
Mm.
Um,
And
they
then
do interrupt my day.
yeah,
I do. Like I was recording a video yesterday, and one child called, and they're FaceTiming me. So I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And then the other child calls, and that child calls three more times.
And
And
so
I'm
you're
just
like,
like, do you
"Oh my
not
gosh."
get it that I can't talk on the phone?
Yeah.
And it was like both of the things were adult stuff. Like my son went to go get his real ID because you have to have a real ID to go fly and stuff now.
Mhm.
And so he's like, they're not accepting the birth certificate that you gave me. And I'm like, hmm.
Well, that was the only time you were born, son. So,
Well, he goes, it is a copy of the one you gave me. I go, well, where's the one I gave you? And he's like, I don't know. And I'm
oh
like,
my God.
I told you to put it away. And I told you that, but anyways. And then the next one, the daughter, her battery died and she didn't know what to do. And she's in Arizona. She doesn't know what to do. She tried to call her dad. Dad didn't help. And I said, just go to freaking Walmart, get a battery, come back home. Uber there and do that. That's all you have to do. And
Yeah.
she goes, why did you just make that so easy? And I'm like, well, why were you going to call triple A? You know, she was going, her dad told her to buy triple A,
Oh
and
my
then
gosh.
they'll do it, they'll come and jump it, but it's a bad battery. We already know it was a bad battery
Yeah.
because she went in to get it checked. So it's just like sometimes with kids, you just have to like let them, you just have to let them ruin your day, not ruin your day, but get in your, I'm not saying,
Yeah.
but get into your time, but you have to be able to get back. Like it took
Mhm.
me a bit yesterday after dealing with all their stuff. And yes, mom did come to the rescue. Yes, mom did call and get a birth certificate sent. Yes, mom did help get it together with the battery.
Yeah.
But I think what happened too is you have to bounce back from all that. Like you
Yeah.
can't be in your head like, oh, da, 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 da. You
Mhm.
have to just bounce back and get back into it. And then I gave myself enough grace for for about an hour of like in my head and all that. And I'm like, you need to come on, get back to work. So obstacles are always going to be there. Obstacles and things. It's just how we deal with it. I like with energy because I can do all my stuff in the morning. So that's before the kids wake up. Like
Yeah.
even my grown kids, let me get as much stuff done as I can before they start calling with all their adult questions that they don't need to ask me about. No, just kidding. I love this part of life. I
Yeah.
really do.
I remember calling my mom once when I like moved out.
Once.
Yeah,
Okay.
once. Once. And I asked her how to cook a hot dog because I didn't know. I didn't know.
Right.
And it's just like, why are you calling me at work for this? Like because I'm starving and I really want to eat a hot dog. It's just like, did you look at the package at all? I was
Doesn't
like,
the package tell you to boil it?
it
Boiled hot
says that it's
dogs.
a hot dog, Mom. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
So,
boiled hot dogs are the worst.
yeah.
I don't like
How
them.
do you prefer them? On a skillet, huh? Or a
I
grill?
sure do. Cut
Yeah.
in half in butter.
Nice.
Has to have
Nice.
a little, chard to it.
Mhm. It does have to be charred. Yeah. Yeah, because if you just boil it, then it's like, well,
It's gross.
that was uneventful. Yeah. Yeah,
The
I agree.
conversations we have. So
Uh,
after that, so you didn't call your mom after that to ask about adult stuff?
nope. I
No.
felt too ashamed.
Well, if my kids called and asked how to cook a hot dog,
I mean, I was like 15. I
right?
wasn't out of the house. I was still in her house, you know? It was like during summer or whatever.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know how to cook a hot dog now?
I don't cook, period. Now. Probably all because of that hot dog. You know, if you just like cook one thing poorly, like really poorly, they stop asking you to cook things. You know, like if you ask them, "How pink do you want your chicken?" They stop asking you to. Or you get eggshells in your cheesecake. One time. That's all it takes. Yeah. And then
Well,
they stop asking you.
I the thing is, I need to eat.
Mm,
Mm,
hmm.
and there's no one that's going to
Right.
do that
Right.
for me.
See, I suffer when Brandon's not.
I bet.
You
I
know,
bet.
he was in the military. Did you know that? My husband was in the military
I,
and he
I,
left. He left the country technically. I mean, I guess he was still technically in the country because there's so much water that's country. But anyway, he was gone. He had duty every other day or every 3 days. So like he would come home and be exhausted and be useless. And then we would get one day where he was kind of okay, and then he would be off for duty. But anyway, so like he was not home very frequently, and I had to cook for my family, and that was terrible.
is that why he left? So that he could stay home and cook for you?
Got out of the military? Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was the reason. Yeah.
Probably.
He's like, listen,
Goodness.
my kids are going to die of starvation if I don't get out of the military.
It's too funny. So,
uh,
to get back to kind of what we were saying, kind of.
Learn to cook for your children.
There we go. There we go. So,
Okay.
I think having activities planned, I think summer takes a lot of planning, first and
It
foremost.
does. It really
It
does.
really does,
It really does. In your
because
business and in your like
exactly.
with your
So,
kids.
we, we all this month been telling you batch, schedule, do
Yeah.
whatever you can to get your business a little bit ahead of time, like
Yeah.
a month. 3 months is even best, but
Oh,
there's no way I would ever be able to do 3 months, but a month
no.
is doable.
Yeah.
So have scheduled activities, rewards. I love that you do
I
rewards.
love rewards. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you know, and having a plan. I like that you go, you're gonna go out and do the outdoor stuff before it gets real hot, because man, kids and heat get a little cranky.
Hmm.
They
And
get a
me.
little.
And me.
I
Let's
know.
be real. I don't want to
Oh,
be out there. I don't
right.
like 100 degrees. Ew. No, thank you. Ew. Ew.
So make sure you do with your energy too. Like, okay, I mean, in the morning times, that seems to be reasonable to go to the park and so I like that. Uh, some other things to do is set one priority per day. You know how we talk about do three things? Maybe this summertime, just do one. Just do one a day,
Yeah.
one task a day. Even if it's
And
just
that's
one,
okay.
it
It's
really
okay.
is. It really is.
It's okay.
Yeah. And let's see here. Create what I'm talking about is like a summer CEO schedule with flexible blocks. Think morning hustle, midday play, evening wrap up. That could be with the kids, could be with your business.
Hmm.
Um, it just
Yeah.
and repurpose. Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
Okay. Right?
Yeah.
Repurpose.
Yeah. And if you don't know how to repurpose, you can ask Chatty. You can be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I have this blog post. Can you help me make a week
Email.
of content about it?
Yep.
An email about it. I want to email
Social.
my list about this.
Yep.
Take some tips out of this, or take this blog post and then make a list of tips that I can share with my audience to tease them to go to this website or whatever." Or
Right.
another blog post, right? Like, help me think of a blog post that goes with this. And then let
And with
Chatty write it for you. And
Yeah.
then
And with that
be
said,
ready.
you're using your tools.
Using your tools.
Using your tools.
Using your tools.
So just always remember that summer is a season, not a setback.
Ooh, I like
Right?
that.
That was good. Wasn't that good?
That was good. That
That
was
was good.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
I
it's
know.
okay. It's all okay.
It
If you
really
fall
is
behind,
okay.
if you fall behind and like you just
Yeah,
you you're awful at life during summer, it's fine.
it really is.
Prioritize the glass balls. When that you're juggling, prioritize the glass balls. Plastic ones, they'll be fine. And your business is mostly a plastic ball, I would say. My
And the kids
email,
are glass, right? The kids are the glass
the
balls,
kids are
right?
glass. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like going to the park every day, that is not that's plastic. Like prioritize your sanity, prioritize your
Yeah.
kids, make sure they're fed, and then like you can figure it out.
Yeah.
You can figure it out. But planning is best.
Yes.
Planning is
Plan, plan,
best.
plan, plan. Have activities, even activities for yourself. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
because even when the kids are at the park playing, if you have
Mhm.
some emails you have to do, you can do
They
right
got a
there on
phone.
your phone.
Mhm.
She talks to me all the time.
I do.
She does.
I do.
She randomly sends me things.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like yesterday. I was like, I'm
While
done.
she's with her kids.
I'm done working here. Can you send me this thing? And then I just logged off
She
and I
did.
went and I did stuff with my kids and I came back when we went to the park and I was like, "Oh my gosh, Pam messaged me back." And I read it and I was like, "Oh, thank you for sending me this thing that I asked you for." And then, I chatted about whatever, like, "Oh, I need to do this." And like we just chatted. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could do that if you don't have a Pam, you can do that with Chatty. You
Yeah.
could make a Chatty bot and call it Pam.
It's kind of
Pam.
creepy. Don't do
Pam the
that.
BFF chat baby.
Chat, baby. Which,
Uh
and also just giving yourself a lot of grace.
yeah.
This summertime with kids, you always have to give yourself grace, anyways, even if you're not working from home. Are we go? So we should probably get going too. We have some stuff to do. And yeah,
Yeah.
I think we kind of wrapped that up a little bit.
That was pretty good. I really liked how you ended it with your it's a
Season,
season, not a
not a setback.
setback. Because that's a good way to think about it.
Yeah, it really is. You'll get through it. Everyone will get through it.
Hmm. Although, if you read all of my text messages for the last like 3 weeks.
Oh,
Sorry,
bless you.
sorry, sorry. Whew. All my text messages to my husband, which are, I'm not gonna survive summer and I don't know how I'm gonna do it. We have too many kids. What were we thinking? We should have put them in camps for the whole summer.
So a lot of people do that. I
Yeah.
I, I put him like in art camp, but art camp was only like 2 hours or something like that.
Yeah. Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like to have my kids around me during the
I do.
summer when they're home. And
Hmm.
to be very honest, you know what I did? I actually brought the art teacher to us as like a neighborhood thing. I was friends with her, so
Ah,
um
nice.
yeah, I said, if I get 5 or 6 kids from the neighborhood, would you come and do a little hour class? And
Mm.
she goes, I would. I go, cool. Guess what I'll do for you? I'll videotape it and you can have it as content for your thing.
Nice.
It
I love
worked
that.
out very well. The kids,
Nice.
yeah, so every Saturday for, like, we did it, I think it was like 4 times during the summertime, like
Hmm.
a Saturday, but it wasn't like every Saturday or
Yeah.
anything like that. I did Saturdays because she was still a teacher during the summer, so
Mm. Yeah.
just for a couple hours she was teaching up at the library, so she would come over and we got, I think it was one time we had close to 10 kids,
Wow.
because and we didn't have 10 kids on our block, but it
Yeah.
was the next block that came over too,
Mm.
so it was
Nice.
fun. It was fun, and we have memories of those. She, has images and videos that we exchanged, and the kids. I think Sahara still had a couple things when she was packing up her room here. She goes, "When did I make this?" And I'm like, "Summer of da da
Summertime.
da da."
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
That's
kind
fun.
of just think of out of the box kind of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
And libraries, that is like a
Yeah.
resource. Oh my gosh,
Yeah, it is.
the best resource for kids and
Hmm.
parents during the summertime.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Anything else you want to say?
I need to go to the library because I just got an email that uh, all my books are due.
Oh,
It's like the
yeah.
fifth email I've gotten because
It's
we
been a
didn't go.
bit.
It's been a bit.
Yeah.
It's been a bit. Yeah.
Time to go to
Anyway,
the library.
yeah. But I was like, we need to get through the summer first, or get to summer first, and then
All
we'll.
right. So just for the summertime, plan, give yourself grace, and remember this shall pass too.
This shall pass. And don't let summer like happen to you. Don't be like, oh my gosh, it's summer. I can't do anything. Like,
Right.
own
Yeah.
it.
Own it.
Own it. Own it.
Yep. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Next week, think, well, we're still going to be talking, but I think we're just going to kind of wrap it all up in
Yeah.
regards to, we might just have like a coat, like do some batching or something.
Oh, do some batching. Love that. All
We'll
right.
see. All right.
All right.
Bye, everybody. And remember, down below is our memberships, our free
Oh,
products, and
yeah.
please come and join our Facebook groups.
Yes.
Please. Down below. Okay.